Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn vocabulary because it is very important. It helps you win arguments, makes you appear smart, but most of all, it is accessorizing for sentences. A sentence should never leave the mouth without being properly accoutramented. So let me ask you a question. Where does vocabulary come from? Of course, you know by studying the parts of a word, we can discover its meaning. For instance, in the word female, I see male. So a female is a male with fee. Well, other than Santa Fe, I have no idea what fee means, and the females aren't telling. This is called etymology. We all know what ology means. If you don't, cover it up by nodding knowingly to someone near you. That's a very useful clarifying strategy, boys and girls. Ology means to study something or the study of something. Etom means it's not important. So what does vocabulary mean and where does it come from?
Welcome to the dance. Fact. Before language, people communicated through intricate choreography, costume changes, and lighting. Language was only invented when unattractive people were born and needed to be commented on.
There are 4 parts of the word vocabulary. Vo, cab, you, Larry. Back at the beginning of language, a very common name must have been Larry. And other than following great herds of beasts, the only way of getting around was probably taxis. This is probably a command, like, go take a cab, Larry, or something like that. I also see the word ab in there, and you need your abs for breath control to say things. So either way, vocabulary must be about words. Scientists have discovered that using words is essential to talking, which is also an enjoyable pastime. Many babies and politicians practice talking for no apparent reason whatsoever. Listen while I do a think aloud with the word animation. What words do I see? Ana, mate, and ion. Well, I think an ion is very small, like a dot. It sounds small, doesn't it? And there are only 3 letters. In Annie, I see the same beginning of the words animal and annihilate. And mate is obviously Australian for friend. So animate means to make up an imaginary animal friend from dots because with global warming we're annihilating all the real ones. Now let's do one together. Let's try a harder word. Enough. What parts do we see in enough? Well, I see eno, you, f. Other than you, I have no idea what the other parts mean. This is exhausting. I've had enough. And there is the definition. You are doing so well that I have decided to skip the guided practice and go straight to independent work. Let's try something easy. Philanthropy.
What's a philanthropy?
I just had the best idea for our philanthropy. Philanthropy.
We brought a donation as part of our philanthropy.
Allow me to monitor and adjust you. I see a name in there, do you? Yes, it's Phil. I also see what looks like trophy. Philanthropy says Phil and his trophy. So philanthropy is doing things that get you trophies, like giving to people. Let me do some more words for you. Avoidable. This is what a bullfighter tries to do. Coffee. This is a person who is coughed upon. Feedback. This is to throw up. Later, you will be giving feedback. Relief. This is what trees do in the spring. Now let's is together. Turn to someone near you and give the clarifying strategy we learned earlier. Now you've learned vocabulary. Tomorrow we learn to speak French.